Well, everyone, this is it. This is the big test day. And what I mean by that, as I'm staring over at my screen and realizing that things aren't selected properly, today is my first day ever broadcasting, recording multiple qualities from my new PC. It has been a long journey, to say the least, to get this thing working. And I want to say thank you to everyone who's been so patient as I have worked through it. Because man, it's an arduous process. But today, we are pushing this baby to its limits with 2 multiplayer games that should definitely, test out its capture and streaming capabilities. So, I'm ready for a podcast to talk all about how yesterday went, to maybe clean the office up a little bit, just kind of hang out. We have a couple news stories today, but to be very fair and upfront with you, it's going to be a little scattered today because I've been running about trying to get everything working for today's streams, and it looks like we have done it. So thank you all for your patience. And today is day 1 of the new era of DSP on the Level 1 podcast.
Get ready for some meaningful content, because the king is back, the king of the live stream, the king is back. Woo!
All right. Only I could have clicked that faster. How is everyone today? Welcome to the show. Today is Monday, the 2nd of December, 2024. I'm DSP. Now, on your end, you may not see much difference. You're like, well, it's pretty good quality. Maybe you're watching at 1440p right now on YouTube, in which case you are seeing a little bit of a quality difference, but you may not. You may be looking at it at whatever quality you've always watched and be like, all right, cool, what's going on? Man, I am not... What an overhaul. I'm not even using the old PC. I'm completely 100% migrated over to the brand new PC that we just bought, last week. It was an arduous process yesterday getting it set up. And it's not in the right spot yet. It's actually on the other end of the office next to the gaming PC. Obviously, I don't want 2 PCs sitting next to each other. Ultimately, I'm going to probably tonight move that PC over to where the old ginormous PC is, move the old PC out of here, and get to work at some management, because the office is a huge mess. There are cables absolutely everywhere. Seriously, they're just all over the place, really messy. And boxes everywhere. I might even clean up a little bit during the show today. I mean, I got plastic everywhere from yesterday. Yesterday was wild. Me running around for an entire day, not just one stream, but an entire freaking day of running around the office trying to get everything working, all kinds of different adjustments and things. The good news is, as of right now, we are modern. I am using 2 brand new modern PCs to make my content. I've got a arguably high-end gaming PC, and I've got a pretty darn good capture and streaming PC right now. I am streaming at 1440p, high bit rate, high encoding rate to YouTube at 60 frames. So today, if you haven't, checked out my streams recently or whatever, and you watch today's Call of Duty stream, it's probably going to blow your mind how good the quality is going to look. And I'm also recording at that quality for YouTube. As of Kick, I can't upgrade my quality. I'm already streaming at the best I can on Kick. Kick will not allow me to stream any better. It just lets me do the 1080p 60 frames at around 8,500 kilobits per second. So there you go. Now, what are you guys saying? Now, hold on. On Kick, they're saying the camera is choppy. The camera is not choppy whatsoever. It's not. So anyone who's on Kick saying the camera is choppy, it's not. I don't know what you're talking about. But I will now open up Kick in my browser and take a quick look myself and see if it looks choppy on my end or not as I move around. This is incredibly smooth. So you're full of crap. The camera is not choppy at all. We got a bunch of trolls on Kick today, just so everyone knows. I can already tell there's 20 or 30 dummy accounts that have been put into Kick today. For some odd reason. I don't really know why. But, yeah. I'm basically going to start banning people who are going to be full of crap. Okay? So, yeah. But anyway, it should be good. Today should be a good day of awesome new gameplay and fun and, good quality stuff. Yeah, look, man, there's a lot of trolls over there. I don't know if we have any moderators on Kick. If you could take a look, there's a lot of morons over there just saying completely dumb things that aren't true to try to distract me, basically. They're like, oh, yeah, it's not working, and this and that. Like, they're so full of it. It is. I just checked Kick. It's working incredibly smoothly. Okay? Anyway. My camera is auto-focusing. It's supposed to. My camera is supposed to autofocus. Why would it not autofocus? It's getting blurry on and off. I'll have to keep an eye on it. It doesn't look like that to me, but I believe you. Not choppy, but a noisy image. What does that mean? The background goes blurry every so often. Is it when the color is adjusting? Is it that the background color is adjusting, forcing the camera to do re-exposure? Probably what it is when the camera, when the lighting in the background is basically, going over to another color, the camera maybe is autofocusing. I don't know, because I'm not seeing it. Like, I'm looking at my setup right now. I'm not seeing what you're describing on the Kick side. Lucky Gremlin says he doesn't see it on the YouTube side. All you guys over on YouTube, how does it look? Are you seeing what they're saying? Or here, I'm gonna move around. We're gonna do the dance test. Because yesterday when I was dancing, this is actually when we got to see if the camera was screwed up or not. When I moved around, that's when we saw. It looks fine to me. It looks totally smooth. It looks like there's no issue whatsoever. I'm not seeing any fuzziness, no static, nothing. It looks fine. So I'm not sure what people are talking about. Okay? Big Papa Phil says, if you look very closely when the colors change, it looks like the camera is refocusing. So, listen, if that's the case, that's just a camera thing, and we can fix that later. And by the way, it would have been doing that on the old PC too. So I really don't know how this became an issue today. But anyway, let's stop nitpicking. I want to know how everything performs today, overall. That's actually why I chose today's lineup of games. I wanted to play the games that I thought would be the most visually taxing for my new rig. So I picked Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and I picked Street Fighter 6. 2 multiplayer games. So, of course, it's going to be a very, very crazy day for multiplayer. Okay? But I think it's also going to be an awesome day to test the setup. So, let's see how it goes. I only did about a 15-minute segment of Call of Duty last night, and people were saying it looked really, really good. So, the good news is, it was a huge day of work, but I think it's paid off. The amount of work that we put in yesterday was absolutely insane. Okay, but man, after, it's the Kick encoding. All right. There you go. I'm being told it's the Kick encoding that's doing it. Well, that I cannot fix. Serious. I just, I can't make Kick encode better. Kick does have a lower end encoding than YouTube. It does. YouTube has all the high end encoders and everything. Kick does not. Kick is limited with what it can do for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it is. So I'm streaming at just as high quality as I was on Kick. I haven't downgraded my Kick quality or anything like that. Oh, by the way, so how's the audio sound? And the reason I asked that is because for some bizarre reason, when I started streaming yesterday on the new PC, all of the audio was different. And I agree, because I listened back to I did a test video, and it sounded weird. And I was like, why does it sound like that? and then we had different filters and stuff that I hadn't even changed. But then when I added and undid one, it kind of fixed it. I don't know. It was really weird. The audio is perfect now. Good. What's up, Jade? How you doing today, Jade? Jade should definitely be happy today. We got a full day of multiplayer that Jade loves. He loves the multiplayer stuff. We got Call of Duty and then Street Fighter. I'm happy to be going back to Street Fighter. For those who don't know, Street Fighter 6 got a rebalance patch last night. Cammy was nerfed. Akuma was nerfed. Bison was nerfed. Ryu was buffed again. I don't know why I keep buffing Ryu. So basically some minor things. Of course, the characters I care about, no changes. You know, no improvements to Lily. No improvements to any of the bottom tier. Again, what they've done is Capcom has given up on the bottom tier and is not trying to make them viable in any way. They basically realized that it's design flaw. Like a character like Lily is just designed poorly. So instead of fixing her, they just keep tweaking the top tiers. Wow, gee, that sounds like a good idea. Just tweak the top tiers, right? And ignore everything else. So, yeah, it is what it is. But I'm going to try tonight. We're going to play. We're going to see how it goes and go from there. All right. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully tonight it works out well. I'm playing with E-Honda tonight, who I haven't used in a long time. So that should be fun. And I'm excited to see how it goes tonight with Street Fighter 6 on the late stream. So, yeah, Cammy actually got nerfed. Apparently they nerfed one of her punches, like medium punch, and her dive kick isn't as good anymore. Finally, because her dive kick was brokenly good. Like, you could jump and instantly dive kick and punish anything in the game. What? Why does she have a move that can instant punish anything in the game? It's just so dumb. Anyway. So, yeah, today should be a great day of multiplayer fun. Now, FYI, now that we are fully on the new PC, even though the office is still a mess, I don't feel like I've settled in yet, because I'm not. My office is a humongous mess, like a giant mess, and I need to get everything settled in. I'm probably going to use the new keyboard and mouse over there on the setup now. Once I swap PCs, I've got to get the wiring correct. The wiring is horrendously bad right now. There's like 100 wires going all across my office, and I don't want it like that, obviously. And there's boxes everywhere. I've got a mini USB hub box here. I've got the Live Gamer Ultra Portable box over here. I got the keyboard box over there. It's a giant mess. Wires running where they shouldn't be. Just, ugh. So, I will have to work on that. Obviously, I can't work on that if I'm streaming content for you guys. So, funny thing, the one thing that I'm missing is the capability to do 4K quality. Right now, if I wanted to, I could not. Why not? Is it because my PC can't handle it? No, actually. It's because I need a cable or a adapter to do it. Right now, my capture device is running through an USB 3.1 port instead of 3.2. And I need a full 3.2 port in order for it to do 4K properly. Like, I could try it, but it's probably going to have bitrate issues. So I ordered adapters to do this, and it was supposed to be delivered yesterday, but stupid Amazon decided to deliver it to USPS, which is the United States Postal Service. The United States Postal Service not only is insanely bad now, but during the holidays, they're even worse. You cannot rely on them to deliver anything right now. So, once again, they claimed that they tried to deliver to my house yesterday, but they were unable to, which is a complete lie. What it is they don't deliver on Sundays. They claim they do. Their actual service says we deliver Sundays. They do not deliver on Sunday. Ever. They just lie and say, oh, it was not available to be delivered to. It's not that they don't want to. But they lie, and that way their metrics look good. Oh, it wasn't our fault that we didn't deliver that to you today. It's your fault. But it's not. What exactly did I do that you couldn't get to my house? I was here all day. What the fuck are you talking about? They have a special key to get in our private community to deliver the mail, and they do it every day. So, I didn't get it, and it may come today. It may not. because I wanted to do a 4K test. I thought it would have been really cool to try like a really a great looking game. Like maybe, you know, I don't know. I'd have to figure like what game do I have on PC that we want to test at 4K and do like a 4K recording and maybe a streaming test. I don't think the stream would work. To be fair, I don't think that I think that the internet wouldn't even be able to handle it. Like I'd probably try to do it and it would probably lag. That's what I think. A 4K stream, I don't think. But I could have recorded it in 4K and tested that. But I don't have it. You know, I don't have the adapter. It's supposed to be coming. Supposedly today they claim they're going to re-deliver it. I don't even believe that. I believe that it'll show up sometime randomly during the week if it ever does. Because I don't trust them at all. I just don't trust USPS with anything. They just leave it, you know. It's so crazy. Anyway, so I got a lot of reorganizing and cleanup to do once I get that PC over here where it belongs. The good news is, I think I've gotten everything where it's supposed to be. Like, for example, I think I have all the podcast overlays are working. See this? And I can use them whenever I want. I just got to pick a new one for each day. So I think all that's working. I mean, there's even special ones for like Elden Ring. Yeah, look, there's Elden Ring. I have one Halloween one, but there were others. See, here's the thing. I think some of them are missing, but it's fine because I stored all of my stuff. Like, I stored all of my files. So anything that was on the old PC that I was using, I put on an external HDD, and I loaded it onto this PC now on the SSD. They're just not all set up to work yet. Like, you'll notice the slideshow is weird. You're like, why are all these different arts in the slideshow? Because that's, like, everything. But I actually have other stuff, too. Like, I have old animations and stuff that I had to stop using, but now I can use them again. Remember I used to have a Street Fighter animation with Sakura was posing and it was motion and stuff? I can bring all those back. Because now this PC can have the most modern version of OBS, and it can actually handle everything modern that I couldn't have. So I can see, as you guys can see, a bunch of trolls on YouTube, on Kick lying about the quality. So every one of them that complains, I'm just going to ban. It's the same people. It's the stock accounts are coming in, and they're all just saying the same thing when there's nothing wrong with the quality. They're just being assholes. So, anyway, okay, so, good stuff. We are up and running on the new PC, and I'm excited, obviously, to be up and running on the new PC, and it's just going to be a little bit of, you know, growing pains here as I get settled in, and I try to get everything working. Look, I forgot to use the sign today. There's various different things, you know, that I'm going to have to get used to. So, anyway, thank you for being patient. Because I understand your patience, you know, you just want to come to stream, and you just want to see me make content, right? Yesterday was not that at all. Yesterday was a whole day of you having to be very patient, in order for me to be able to make, to do this today. Okay? Okay. Ugh. All right, now, yes, of course it looks fine for you, the SJBs, because those are trolls. All those people, literally every single person in the Kick chat is a sock account, and they're all saying, oh, the quality's bad, because they're just assholes. They're just doing it to distract everybody, so I'm ignoring them. Okay, so, here we go. Okay, so, we got a lot of things to talk about, all right? First off, today, we get back to normal. Even though it's going to be like me getting used to the new setup and a lot of things to you know, adjust, we get back to normal starting today, meaning we're going to have full days of content. Today's no different. Tomorrow, I'm off on Wednesday, but I'll be here Thursday, Friday. So, I guess what we should do, let's talk about the rough schedule. Well, actually, hold on a second. I received a $3 tip. Let's shout this out. From Chocoboko. I love the higher quality on my Samsung S24. Before that, I had a phone about 4 years. Because of YouTube's bandwidth, the stream always seemed to run fine. YouTube has been in the game for a long time and is still going strong. Yeah, well, you're right. YouTube, every streaming service is different. Okay, literally every single streaming service is different. YouTube. Let me get Chocoboko up on the leaderboard. YouTube allows you to broadcast in the most qualities, and YouTube has the best encoding and processing abilities. Meaning, you could stream at a certain quality, and YouTube will then process it into like a ton of qualities for you. So anyone with any kind of bandwidth should be able to watch. Like right now, even if you don't have very good internet, you should still be able to watch me stream, even though I'm streaming at 1440p, because YouTube will downgrade the quality so that you can watch it at a lower resolution. On the flip side of that, if you have amazing internet, you can watch it full 1440p and you should be super smooth, beautiful, crisp, everything should look great. So it really depends on you and your capabilities, or what your phone could do, what your internet can handle. Other places like Kick doesn't do that. Kick, they only do up to 1080p. They don't have as many qualities. Same thing with Twitch when I was streaming on Twitch. So yeah, depending on what device you're using, if you're on mobile, you're on a desktop, what quality, it's all very different. But I hope that you guys enjoyed the new quality as of today. If you can watch the highest quality, go to YouTube. If it doesn't matter to you, watch on Kick. But either way, like now it's like the best of all worlds. I'm covering everything. No matter how you want to watch, whether it's on demand, whether it's live on stream, you're getting the best experience possible because I'm now modernized, okay? So thank you, Chocoboko, for the first tip of the day. I received a $2 or a €2 super chat from Game Ticker. Was there a game that redefined gaming for you? Redefined gaming for me? The game that I always talk about, well, the two games I should say, that I usually talk about, that it was a time when in the 2000s, okay, I had stayed away from console gaming for a long time because I was into competitive Street Fighter, and that was my focus, and that's pretty much all I cared about was competitive Street Fighter for a long time, okay? And then around 2007, I basically retired from competitive Street Fighter, mostly because I had a back injury. I couldn't really travel anymore. And so when I retired, I said, well, I want to get back into gaming again. I haven't been doing, this level of gaming in a very long time. So how am I going to get into it? And basically, I bought an Xbox 360. By the way, Enemy Warlock says, one thing to note, when I set Kick to 1080p 60, it looks fine with no shitty background blur. It looks just like YouTube minus the extra resolution. What quality were you looking at? Oh, people are saying, do not use the auto quality on Kick. That's the problem. Do not use the auto quality on Kick. Auto quality, for some reason, is messed up from what people are saying. So do not watch on auto. Readjust it to 1080p 60, and apparently it's gorgeous on Kick right now. So there's your answer, everybody. If you're having issues on Kick with the quality, manually adjust to 1080p 60 frames, and you should be good, okay? That's a little hint that someone just gave. It was Enemy Warlock, I believe. So thank you, Enemy Warlock. There you go. Okay. Okay. So when I was into competitive Street Fighter, I wasn't playing console games at all besides Street Fighter. Like, that was it. And then when I retired from competitive Street Fighter because of a back injury, I wanted to get back into gaming. So I bought an Xbox 360 and I tried to settle back in. And I was playing games such as Mass Effect 1, BioShock 1, and Grand Theft Auto 4. So I would say those three games blew me away. Because after having been away from gaming for about a generation, I was heavy into gaming like PS1 era, and in PS2, original Xbox, GameCube, I wasn't playing at all. I was only doing Street Fighter stuff. So jumping back in, I'm playing Grand Theft Auto 4, and keep in mind, I never played 3 or Vice City or San Andreas, and I'm playing it, I'm like, this is like a life simulator. Like, you're driving through Liberty City. It actually is a pretty good video game representation of the real New York City. It's got the different boroughs and districts just like New York City does. The people are walking around and actually like acting like real people. in the streets. They have, like, they say stuff to each other. They're getting into car accidents and stuff. You know, they're committing crimes. And I'm like, wow, this is, like, nuts. I had never seen a game like that before. I didn't think games could be like that. I never fathomed that they would be like that. So it actually did impress me a lot. And you know, Mass Effect essentially to me was like an action-based, like a Star Trek game. And I love Star Trek. So I was like, wow, this is neat. And of course, BioShock with its awesome gameplay and visuals, it's a really great story. It was like nothing I'd ever played before. So that it was that gen of like early Xbox 360-ish stuff. That's the generation of games that kind of redefined gaming for me and let me see it's not just messing around in a game to have a little bit of fun. These can actually be big experiences, like meaningful artistic experiences. And they blew me away at that time, those games. So that's what I would say. That would probably be my best answer. Okay. All right. Now, folks, since we are getting back to normal business now, all right, that means the streak is here. Surprisingly enough, even though I said to everyone yesterday I was suspending the streak because why would we count it when I'm doing a tech day when technically I'm not even, like, I didn't even record yesterday. All I did was stream. That was it. I knew making on-demand videos, most people weren't going to care anyway. So I didn't have the streak in jeopardy, but then we ended up actually hitting the streak on the first stream, and I said, well, we're going to count it for sure, okay? But the late stream we made like maybe around $50, and I'm like, all right, well, today we're getting back to normalcy. Full stream of content of the podcast and Call of Duty. Tonight, full stream of Street Fighter 6. So just back to normal. Let's get it going. All right, let's resume the streak. Now, the ideas for a reward this week, okay? FYI, if we can do that Triple Whopper challenge at Burger King, I would like to do it, but I don't think that they've added those special Whoppers to the menu for delivery. I'm going to double check, but I'm pretty sure they did not. It's hilarious because, again, when you're on a delivery app, the actual banner for Burger King is the 3 special Whoppers. Remember the fried pickle ranch Whopper, the Mexican street corn, and the maple bourbon barbecue? But then when you actually go into the app, they're not there. No, they're not there. So you can't buy them, at least for delivery. You can get them at the store, but not for delivery. So what I was thinking is that we could do something a little different. That we could actually order from a place that I hadn't ordered for, or actually eaten at, I should say, in a very long time. It's a place called Popeyes. I've not eaten at Popeyes in a very, very long time. So I was thinking, and by the way, here we go. I'm trying to get used to the new settings so I can, okay, this is how I adjust here. Cool. All right. So Popeyes is fried chicken of various different kinds. I'm wondering, what do they have for a limited time? They have something new? Oh, man. They have a ghost pepper chicken sandwich. Really? Is it really spicy? Or buttermilk battered all white meat chicken breast featuring new ghost pepper sauce. Served on a so it's basically their chicken sandwich with a spicy sauce. That's not necessarily the biggest deal, but it's their new thing. So I'd be willing to try something like that. What do you mean, how about a salad? We had a salad last week, 672. Don't you remember? We just had a salad. Someone just said, did they bring back spicy McNuggets at Popeyes? They don't have McNuggets. What are you talking about? They have a 24-piece wing tailgate bundle. A tender group. See, even though you see this on their website, it doesn't mean that they have this in the delivery apps either. So it's going to be dependent on what's in the delivery app that I can actually get, you know, sent to the house. I hope that I can get most of this. Like, for example, that ghost pepper chicken sandwich might not even be in the delivery app. Let me see. Let's see. They do have it. They do have the ghost pepper chicken sandwich available. Yes, they do. They have spicy boneless or bone-in wings. Combos. Tenders bundle. Oh, they have a lot. They have a decent amount of stuff available, like bundles and everything. So depending on if my wife felt like chicken, I may be able to get like a bundle and I test some stuff and then she has some of it. So there you go. So I haven't done Popeyes in a very long time. Like years since I actually had this. So I was thinking this would be pretty cool to test various different things. Okay. So hopefully we will continue with the goal this week, keep the streak alive, and there it is. Keep the streak alive, and then we will do that as a reward on Friday after the daytime stream ends. Just like we do every Friday, we would do DSP Tries It as the reward, right? So yeah, so that'll be cool. So we need to keep the streak alive, all right? Now, I understand yesterday was weird. Today, we pick it back up. Everything counts. Super chats and super stickers, memberships and gifted memberships on the YouTube side, subs and gifted subs on the Kick side, or tips. All of it would be great. Definitely would appreciate any support today. I will shout you out if you do support. Keep in mind that it's a multiplayer day, right? So it'll, I have to shout out stuff between games or the like. And it also works a lot better if we can actually raise the goal before the multiplayer begins. So yes, anything on this podcast, greatly appreciated. Okay. Well, Drew Corporation, it depends on the restaurant. It's a franchise. He says, I deliver food at night. Popeyes is the dirtiest and unkept restaurant. Yeah, it depends on where you live. Just like we have an absolutely atrociously bad Burger King, but there's a good Burger King, right? Because it's a franchise. That's the difference, right? Okay. Illit says, did you set up the stream deck? No. As of this morning, I literally just got all the assets added, and I think they're all set up and working now in OBS. And I literally did that right before today's podcast, which is why the podcast started like 10, 15 minutes late. I absolutely want to use the stream deck. I'll probably set it up like right here on top of the Scarlett, the Scarlett microphone, whatever it's called, the thing that's the receiver thing for the microphone. I forget, it has a name, right? So, yeah, I'll probably set it up right here and program the buttons to do stuff. Because that's the thing, like, I couldn't get it working. How could I possibly get the Stream Deck working until I had OBS working? Because the whole point of the Stream Deck is shortcuts. Like right now, let's say I want to transition between the podcast to my PC desktop to show you an article that I want to talk about today. Well, right now I have to go into OBS. I have to scroll up a bunch and I have to click like this, right? And then when I'm done, I'm like, okay, well, I want to go back to the podcast. I got to find it here in the list and click back. Instead, I want one button. Just boop, boop. One button will be gameplay / desktop. One button will be podcast. You see, I'll have these buttons set up to do it. And I want to have like animations and maybe some sound effects and things. I can just push it and it'll just play stuff for you on the fly. But I think what I should do is I should make it so that every button just plays the recorded canned sound effect of a live studio audience all applauding and saying, woo! Every single time that I say something, I'm just going to keep pressing that button over and over. Doesn't that sound like a good idea? Doesn't that sound like that would be a great show and a bunch of fun content if I just kept doing canned cheers and laughter on my stream? That's a reference if you don't know. Many of you probably don't know I'm referencing someone in particular. Anyway, so yeah, now I can do it. I can use all modern tech. Seriously, anything that you guys think would be a good thing for the setup, I can use now. Any kind of gadget or gizmo or whatever, I'm 100% modern. It's always been my outdated PC that's held me back, and now I have a modern PC that can pretty much do anything. So I am ready and down for anything modernized. The thing is, I just dropped a ton of money. No lie, and I've been saying this, usually during this week, Black Friday, Cyber Monday week, I spend almost nothing. I think the last couple of years, all I've ever bought was like a new controller. This year, I literally just spent about $3,000 upgrading my setup between the new PC, the universal power supplies, the capture card, a bunch of cables, adapters, all the stuff. I spent, the new lighting system. I spent a ridiculous amount of money. So right now, I don't think I should be dropping much or anything. Maybe if we do see new stuff popping up, new gadgets and gizmos or things that you think are good that I could use, by all means, let me know. But I think for now, I need to calm down. It'd be nice to have a good month now of content. And remember, this month, I got all these games I'm juggling. There's new games coming out. Marvel Rivals is coming out on Friday to try. The Indiana Jones game is coming out. This month, I'm going to bring back long-form reacting, and I'm going to react to the Mr. Medicare documentary by June the King. So that event is coming up. We've got a Christmas marathon coming up. Are you aware of this? Because it's the 2nd of December. I haven't even brought it up because we've been so busy. We have a Christmas marathon to start planning for. Yeah, let's take a look at the calendar. Hold on, I received a tip. I received a $1.22 tip from a troll. So just go fuck yourself. You can keep your $1.22 and shove it up your ass, you stupid Grinch. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So Christmas is a Wednesday this year. Wednesday the 25th. Traditionally, I like to hold my Christmas marathon either the 23rd or the 24th. Okay? I'd be okay with either. It's Monday or Tuesday this year. The thing is, I will absolutely have Christmas off. I always take Christmas off, okay? So the question is, if I did the marathon on Christmas Eve, would you guys show up for it? Or should I do it on the 23rd and then maybe do like just some regular content on the 24th? Because a lot of people might not be able to make it. I'd like to know what you guys would like. We got to figure this out. And then start planning, because the Christmas Marathon is an annual event that I do that's huge. I play a variety of games that you guys nominate and vote on. I also usually do some holiday-themed festive stuff. Like I'll get some holiday-themed treats or things to test from like around the world as like a taste test. I usually have some liquor that day. I have some food of some sort. A lot going on that day. I dress up in holiday attire. I have a bunch of holiday-themed sweaters that I wear. And this year, I actually have something special planned for you guys, too. I'm not going to spoil. So we have to figure out what day it will be. All right. And then once we figure out what day it's going to be, then we can start planning. I think probably by the end of this week, I'll put up the thread on the community tab of DSPGaming where you could start nominating games that you want to see me play during the Christmas event. And it could be anything. Like it's I'm not limited. Now that I have a PC, I'm sure there's a zillion Christmas themed games on there that I could play. Or it could be a game that I'm already playing. It could be anything. It's up to you guys what you want to see during the Christmas marathon. Okay? So that's going to be starting soon. This is going to be a very busy, jam-packed month. All right? And I'm excited for it. I hope that you are too. Now that we've gotten past this PC transition, like I said, all I really need to do is move the PC over here and get it hooked up properly. But we jumped the hurdle. We're done. Uphill battle is done, man. Like, sheesh. So okay, let's do the schedule for the week so people understand what's going on. Okay? So today, it's Black Ops 6 multiplayer. And the reason that I picked that for today is because I wanted to actually challenge my setup. I wanted to see how it's going to look if I really, are playing games that are high, FPS, pushing it to the limit. So that's why that's the first stream. And then tonight, around 6:15 p.m. Pacific time, it is Street Fighter 6 E-Honda Returns, and it's the balance patch just released, so the game is rebalanced. So characters like Akuma, Bison, Cammy are worse. So we'll see what happens with that tonight. I'm excited to try it out. And that also should push things to the limit. Street Fighter 6 is a very demanding game graphically. So we'll see how it looks with the new setup, okay? Tomorrow, the daytime stream will be a full stream of Bloodborne on the PS5 Pro, where we will continue on in the Unseen Village. We have to keep going and fight the boss. And then after that, I believe it unlocks the Nightmare of Mensis. And we can do that, or we can go back and we can do Kanehur's Castle. There's a few things we could do there. So I'm thinking about, what to do next. But the other exciting thing is tomorrow is December 3rd, the day when supposedly Bloodborne is going to go down for maintenance, and everyone is suspecting that Bloodborne is going to get new content or something new is going to happen. I don't think so. I think people are just crazy. But they're like, oh yeah, 30th anniversary of PlayStation is happening right now, and Bloodborne's going down for maintenance. That totally means that the game's going to get a huge update, and it's finally going to be updated in full 60 frames, and it's going to run amazingly because they already have the PS5 Pro boost mode, so now they're going to make it 60 frames. If they do, that would be insane. I'm in the middle of a Bloodborne playthrough, and imagine if they patch the game and make it run at 60 frames. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think that's a bunch of baloney. I don't think anything's really going to happen, but we're going to find out tomorrow, okay? And then tomorrow night, Microsoft Flight Simulator will be at the late night stream where the top contributors will pick where we will fly. It's been great so far as a nice chill stream, and I can't wait to bring it back tomorrow night. I am off from streaming on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff. For example, I'm making yet another dump run, trying to clean out my garage. We have a lot of shit, like old stuff that's broken down from over the years, old office chairs, furniture. I'm taking it all to the dump. And I'm also going to do some stuff around the house, like we're going to try to clean up this office across the hallway, rearrange it a little bit. I want to put up curtains because we bought curtains for it. I never did it. So basically, it's a lot of busy work, home improvement stuff like that on Wednesday. But the good news is because I'm doing that on Wednesday, I'm going to be able to spend time with my wife on our usual Saturday off. It's going to be a day for us, okay? So that's why I'm taking Wednesday off this week, okay? When I come back on Thursday, it will be, hold on. When I come back on Thursday, it'll be Stalker 2 as the daytime stream, as a major stream, and it'll be DS Politics on Kick on Thursday night. So it's going to return back to its Thursday night slot this week. And then Friday is the premiere of Marvel Rivals, and I'm probably going to end up playing it all day, I'm thinking, because apparently the game's going to have a wide cast of characters now, and they added a whole bunch of new ones. So I'll probably spend the whole day playing Marvel Rivals on PC. Okay? And that's the week. So you may notice a few things. There's no Veilguard this week. Sorry, I can't fit in every game this week. I literally can't. That taking the entire day out to get the PC up and running was the right thing to do, but something has to be sacrificed. You know what I'm saying? And there's not much I can really do about that. So, that's the week. Now, next week is the Indiana Jones game is coming out too. So now it's going to be even tougher. We're going to be juggling quite a lot, guys, all right? But here's the thing. After Indiana Jones, that's it. Like, there's really nothing else coming out of much interest this whole year. So, I will be focusing on all the games that I'm playing, balancing them all. And like I said, we will have DS Politics once a week. And the long-form react of me reacting to the Mr. Medicare documentary will be probably, I'm thinking, that'll probably be around the middle of the month. It'll definitely be before Christmas, okay? But I don't know exactly when yet, because the schedule, as you can see, is all over the place. And I still have some work to do to settle everything in and get everything working perfectly. So once I have that, then I'll let you know, and everything's kind of normal, we'll settle in and I'll try to get stuff going. Just like I said, I may have some guests lined up for the Level 1 podcast, but I haven't worked on any of that yet because I just don't want to try to promise stuff and then it doesn't happen because I'm working at, all this other stuff. I got to get everything up to working 100%. And once I do, then I will let you guys know when I'm ready to do some other special stuff. Okay? Okay. There you go. So, I'm just trying to think, off the top of my head, is there anything else that I need to talk about before we jump into, news stories? I don't think so. So, guys, now that everything's getting back to normal, let's get some support on the stream. Right now, we're only at $5. One super chat and one tip. Let's get some super chats. Let's get some memberships. Let's get some subs over on Kick. And let's get some tips in as well. Let's get some support of some form, okay? Let's do it. Right now, we have nothing going on right now, so I definitely want to get it going to get momentum in the right direction. Obviously, yesterday was a necessary thing that had to happen. I had to have a day to get this PC working. It's working now, so we're getting back to normal. Let's get back the momentum and get it moving in the right direction. I mean, we're at 91. Let's hit 100, right? Let's get it to 100. Let's get to Christmas. Let's move. Here we go. Excuse me. Okay. Now, I have a couple of quick stories I want to talk about today. And then what we could do is just do some Q&A till the end of the show. All right? So, story number 1. Today is technically the 30th anniversary of PlayStation 1. And what Sony has done is they have done a anniversary level update for PS5 where you can customize the console. The boot up screen cannot be the original PS1 boot up, and you can do all kinds of customizations that reflect the different consoles over the years. I don't remember looking that good back in the day, to be honest. Look at that. So I'll be doing this tomorrow when I hook up my PS5 Pro to the new setup for the first time. As you can see, 30th anniversary, and then there's different ones for each generation of console. PS1, you see it was a PS1 peeking off the top of the screen. That's pretty cool. PlayStation 2. Yeah, it's representative of all the different dashboards that PlayStation has had over the generations. That's pretty cool, man. The ticking, remember the ticking? I remember the wave for PS3. Yep, look at that. That's pretty cool. I like that. I'm probably going to be doing that. I'm probably going to be messing around with it and customize it a little bit. I really like that. So I wonder... Oh, that's right. I'm on Twitter. I can't pause the spacebar. I wonder which one people will pick. Like, for me, I'll definitely do one of the retro ones. I'm not sure which one. And people are wondering, is anything else going to happen? Like I said, tomorrow, supposedly, Bloodborne goes down for maintenance, and people are supposing there'll be something else going on there, too. I don't know if anything else will be going on. I think people just get ahead of themselves with this stuff and get way too excited. There hasn't been any evidence that there's going to be an update for Bloodborne, but it's funny because they also released the 30th anniversary trailer that just like advertises it basically advertises games, like all their exclusive games, and the very last game they show is Bloodborne, and it says like persistence or something like that. And it's like, persistence? You mean like how people persisted to get an update to Bloodborne for almost 10 years and you refused to do it? Are they, you know, what are they referencing there? So, of course, people are like, oh, it's just like when they microanalyze the GTA trailers, the GTA 6, they're like, well, you see in this GTA 6 piece of artwork, it references this, and it means that a new trailer's coming out. I'm like, no, it doesn't. You just made it up because you're a conspiracy theorist weirdo. So, we'll see. Hold on. I received a $4.20 tip from Diamond Tipped Nipples. That's a weird name. That is definitely a weird name. Diamond Tipped Nibbles. Thank you for that. That's our biggest tip of the day. Let me get you on the leaderboard, and then we will read your message. Okay. Aren't you guys loving the animations in even higher quality now? Okay. So they said, now that the streak is successful, are you planning on taking a vacation or a honeymoon, and would you live stream it? Well, first off, all right, we cannot go on a vacation or a honeymoon. There's a couple reasons. Reason number one, all right, all the upgrades and things that I've been doing over the last few months have been kind of necessary. Like, I needed to upgrade this PC. If I didn't, I can't work. And it had to happen. This PC was dying at this point. We knew this for years. I'm shocked the PC lasted as long as it did. Okay? To be honest, if I didn't have to do these big necessary upgrades, I probably wouldn't. Like the washer dryer that we bought, we needed to. The old washer was broken. It was constantly doing uneven load, and it was probably getting to the point where it was going to start breaking and leaking and stuff. Okay? So the things we're spending money on are things we have to spend money on. Okay? The streak is great, and I hope that the streak continues for a long time, but it very well may not. We've had a few, days or weeks here where it's been very tight and almost ended. And not to say that it wouldn't just restart, but you understand what I'm saying. Like, it's not a guaranteed thing, right? So at this point, I don't feel like frivolously spending. Like going out there and saying, hey, let's just drop thousands and thousands of dollars on a vacation is the right move. I think what we should do is start to save now. Now that I've got the PC set up and everything in the office is good and the business has been upgraded as much as I basically can upgrade it right now, I feel like I'm good here. In the house, we upgraded our washer dryer. We upgraded our shower because it needed it bad. We got ceiling fans. I feel like that's all good, okay? What I want to do is little minor things in the house, but nothing major. But outside of that, I think now is the time to start saving, to try to accumulate some money so if anything goes wrong, I have something to fall back on. And then if I save for a while, then I have money in the bank. Hey, maybe in a couple of years, if we want to go do something big, like we've talked about going on a trip or a cruise or something, right? That maybe then, right, it would make sense and we can afford it. I don't think doing it right now makes any sense at all because it would basically mean, oh, just empty every bank account we have, empty everything. And I'm not doing that. I don't want to go to zero, all right? That would be very, very stupid if I did that. That's number one. Number two, Jasper Kitty. This is honestly the big thing holding us back right now is Jasper Kitty in regards to being able to go on a trip. All right? When we got Jasper many years ago, we were not in any kind of a situation where we had money or thought about we'd be able to go on a vacation or a trip. We just weren't. We thought, geez, it's always tight financially, so probably we're not going to be able to do anything anytime, remotely soon. And that's been true, right? Like, honestly, we wouldn't have been able to even if we wanted to. Well, now things have changed and it's a little bit more of a different situation. But here's the truth. Jasper Kitty is very antisocial. He does not get along whatsoever with anyone besides us. It's just us that he likes. Another animal comes by, he gets upset. Another human comes by, he gets upset. He goes to the vet, he's terrified. He goes, a human comes to the house to install something, to do some maintenance. He runs for the hills and goes under the bed, cowering. And he won't leave until the person's gone. Remember I told you the electrician was here that day for like 3-4 hours? Jasper Kitty would not leave from under the bed. Cat had to go in the bedroom with him, and she tried to coax him out, and he wouldn't. He's terrified. He is a scaredy cat when it comes to humans. Okay? And it sucks because I understand what you guys are saying. You're like, oh, well, now things are better. Would you go on a vacation? And, I would love to. Can't. Right? And that's the thing what a lot of people don't understand is that when you become a cat parent or a pet parent in general, you are a parent. It does not matter at all that that's not a human. That's still a creature that is your responsibility, and you must treat it as such. And the last thing that we're going to do is say, oh, well, we want to go on a vacation. Oh, let's just say, oh, well, Jasper, too bad. Figure everything out for yourself, and sorry that, we're going to leave you. But that's just what we're going to do because we want to go on a vacation. No, when we adopted Jasper, when we rescued him, we took on the responsibility of being parents. Now, there's a difference between we take a day out versus a vacation. We can have a day out. We're actually going to do that this Saturday. We're going to have a day out where the whole day we're not going to be home. We're going to go out and spend time doing fun stuff together. We already have some plans of things that we want to do this Saturday, all right? That's fine. But there's a difference between a day out versus multiple days to a week or more out, all right? And I'm just not going to do that. Again, if he was the kind of cat that got along with other humans and we felt safe, like, okay, let's have him board somewhere and be taken care of or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I'm not going to do that to him because it's going to traumatize him. You know, it will. It will traumatize Jasper, and he doesn't deserve that. You know, that his parents are, you know, being selfish and want to spend time. Now, here's the thing. You know, one day, you know, Jasper will pass on. We hope it's not anytime soon. We hope that he has a very long life. Right now, we don't even know. Here's the sad fact. We don't even know how old Jasper Kitty is. Because when we rescued him, there was absolutely no documentation whatsoever. The people who, you know, at the shelter assumed he was probably anywhere between 2 to 4 years old. They really didn't know. All right? So you're doing some estimated math. Jasper could be like, you know, anywhere from like 7 to like 12. Like, we have no clue how old he is. So I would love for him to be with us as long as humanly possible, right? I say humanly, but he's a cat. As long as feline possible. There you go. But, you know, one day we'll be moving forward with our lives. And when we do, maybe that would be the time. And if the thing is, if I'm playing it smart and if I'm saving my money up during this time period, right, and I have savings and things, then maybe that could be the time that, boom, now we can have fun, go do a big thing that we never got to do when we got married over 5 years ago. Whether it be a cruise, whether it be a trip to a certain place we want to go, you know, I don't know. I would want to do something relaxing. I would not want to do something, you know, chaotic. I would want to go somewhere where we can hang out and spend time, meaningful time together, but it's not hustle, bustle, hectic, you know? I would much rather do something that's relaxing. As I'm getting older, I just want as much relaxing time as possible, you know? So, that's our verdict on it. We have talked about it, and that's how we feel. Okay? We don't want to be bad parents to Jasper Kitty. We're not going to, you know, do some kind of psychological damage to him. Make him think that we've abandoned him because we leave for a week because, you know, that's the kind of cat he is. Again, there's many different kinds of cats. And there are cats that go off and do whatever. They don't even want to have association with humans. There's some cats that are like independent. Jasper Kitty is not. He's a clingy social cat. So we have to treat it as such, you know? And that's the responsibility we took when we got him. It's, you know, it's no one's responsibility but ours. It was our choice. So there you go. Sister Anime has gifted a sub on Kick to Mealworms. Nice name. All right. Well, thank you, Sister Anime. That is the first gifted sub of the day. I appreciate that. And that counts for a $5. So now we're up to $14 in support, guys. Again, please, let's get some support going. Let's get the momentum going. Let's get the streak momentum moving. After me spending all this time getting this stuff upgraded and everything, I understand that yesterday was kind of a weird day and a lot of people stayed away, but now we're getting back on track today. Okay? Jason, what's the backstory of the dog? The backstory of the dog in the background? If you mean who, Cookie? We've had him for a while, right? Many years. He's been in the backdrop. I have no clue where we got him. But he's a Christmas dog. He has a little Christmas hat. He's cute. But he doesn't necessarily have a backstory. He's just been part of the backdrop for many years. Sarah, if you ever say something that's stupid again, I'm just going to ban you. I mean, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. What a dumb thing. Why would I even repeat that? What a stupid thing to say. Anyway. What happened? Sister Anime says, did you see my request? No, I didn't. Hold on. Play Fast Food Simulator. What is that? Oh, I did get a couple games on Steam. I got Balatro, and I got this other one that's like an arcade simulator of like all the ticket games and stuff at a video arcade. I thought that would be a fun game to mess around with one day. Fast food simulator? What's that? Where's Steam? Where the hell is Steam? I swear it used to be on my desktop. I don't see Steam anymore on my desktop. Where the hell did it go? There it is. Wow, I couldn't see it. Okay. Wait, why do I have something on my wish list? What? Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days? When did I mark this? I don't remember marking this on my wish list, but apparently it's on my wish list. So what was it called? Fast Food Simulator? Oh, I'm searching the wish list like a dunce. Fast Food Simulator. Wait a minute. Why is there more than one? What? Dude, there's like 7 of these games. Look at this. Look how many of these there are. Who would have thought there would have been a market for this? Look how many there are. Fast Food Simulator, Fast Food Simulator, Fast Food Simulator Prologue, Mega Fast Food Simulator, Corner Kitchen Fast Food Simulator, Fast Food Restaurant Simulator. Dude, there's a million. What one are you talking about? There's one that is the best. Which one are you talking about? Which one out of all these 10 versions? Prologue is a new one. It actually has multiplayer. This one isn't out yet. This one says it's going to be available on December 10th. Look at these graphics. Oh my god. It just says fast food. I thought it said on the building. Fast food. Oh, oh. The nice floating mustard. Grab a pickle. Wow, it looks terrible. The graphics look really bad. Graphics look so bad. Grab my pickle. From No Ceiling Games. Coming soon to early access. So it's not out yet. Here, I'll add it to my wish list. That looks really bad. Come on. Does that not look terrible? The graphics look really, really bad. Like, we'll see. Okay, how about this? How about this? I told you this week, I'm going to set up my thread to submit games for the Christmas Marathon. Why don't we play Fast Food Simulator during the Christmas Marathon? People got to nominate it, but I'd be down for that. I'm sitting here in Christmas attire drinking, and I'm trying to make fast food. I'd be down for that. Let's do it. Cool. Good suggestion. That's the kind of silly stuff. That's perfect for a silly marathon, right? That's like what they made the game for. You're doing a Christmas marathon, and you do a silly game like that. I'm 2 thumbs up suggestion for that. That's a good one, Sister Anime. What's up, Game Boy? How are you today, man? How's it going? Okay. Okay. Oh, my nose. So I have one other quick thing to do today to cover. The Game Awards have announced the Player's Voice nominations. Okay? And the way this works, it's rounds of voting. This is round 1. It started today, and it goes until tomorrow at 8 p.m. Then there'll be a round 2 and a round 3. So this is all various different rounds that you can vote, okay? And the way it works... interesting. The way it works is they have nominated a wide variety of games. Let's go through them. Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Dragon Age the Veilguard, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Genshin Impact, Helldivers 2, League of Legends. You know what I find interesting is that this company has made tons of other games now. Haven't they made like 3 other games, but no one talks about anything but Genshin Impact? Like, that's still the big one from Hoyoverse. Nothing else gets discussed, right? League of Legends, Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Metaphor Rifantasio, Mobile Legends Bang Bang, Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Sure. No Man's Sky, Pal World, Persona 3 Reload, Hellblade 2? Who in their right mind is going to vote for Hellblade 2 over any of these other games? Seriously. Silent Hill 2, Sonic X Shadow Generations, Stellar Blade, Wuthering Waves, no idea what that is, Valorant? Get the fuck out of here, Valorant. Nobody gives a fuck about Valorant except the people in that community who play and watch the tournaments. No one cares about fucking Valorant. Warframe, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, and Zenless Zone Zero, which I guess is a new game from Hoyoverse that I've never heard of. Okay? So, what's funny is someone just said, oh, you mean the tens of thousands of people that play and watch? Yes, that's exactly what I mean. The tens of thousands. As opposed to the hundreds of thousands or millions of people who bought many of these other games. That's exactly correct. That's exactly what I mean. Good observation right there. Okay. Now, anyway. So, they make sense. What's funny is you have a lot of games there that are ongoing, like Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, League of Legends. You know, these are not new release games. But hey, if you played the crap out of them, if they still have healthy fan bases and players, I guess nominating it for the best game of the year is fine. I'm very curious. I have no idea what's going to win this. I would think a lot of people are going to be voting for Stellar Blade because they were so upset that it didn't get nominated for Game of the Year. So I think a lot of people will be voting for Stellar Blade. But then again, you've got a lot of fan base games. Sonic. A lot of people are in the Sonic fan base. Silent Hill 2. A lot of people really like that. So I don't know what's going to happen with this voting, quite frankly. I would think perhaps Stellar Blade would be the winner. But I don't know. I really don't know. You know, I would think, Metaphor is an insanely cool game. A lot of these are just great. So I don't know how it's going to... Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball has a huge fan base, but the game's player base fell off within just like, what was it? A month? After a month, like, most of the players quit. So I don't know what's going to happen. That's true, too. Lady Charisma says probably someone's going to try to bot the votes. I mean, that could be, too. You're right. So I wonder who's going to win. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just don't know what's going to win this. So, like, my vote, I have a few games here I would vote for. Seriously, I would have to think hard. Like, out of the first row, I would actually say Black Ops 6. I haven't played Balatro yet, but I did buy it. Out of the second row, I'd probably say Elden Ring. Out of the third row, I guess Helldivers 2. It's the only one that I've actually played this year. Out of the fourth row, I would definitely say Metaphor. Out of the fifth row, I would say Silent Hill 2. And out of the last row, obviously I would pick Warhammer because I played it and liked it. So, and then I would have to narrow it down amongst those 6 that I picked, right? So it's even tough for me. I think definitely this year, there is absolutely no front runner for best game of the year in my mind. Like, there was a lot of games that were good, but not great. There was a lot of games that were supposed to be good and sucked. So it's just a weird year. I think everyone's minds is somewhere different thinking about what was the best thing of gaming this year, So, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go at all. All right. So, folks, that's what I've got for you today. We have a little bit of extra time. So let's do some Q&A. before we jump into Black Ops 6 for today. All right. Now, what would you guys like to speak of? Oh, yeah, by the way, isn't the Lies of P expansion in January? I think it is, right? We looked into that. What would you guys like to talk about this morning? Please tag me on either chat, and we'll talk, and go from there. Will I ever pause the streak again? The only reason I paused the streak is because I was purposefully not making the content. I was doing a tech setup stream, which is not my forte nor my content. You understand? Like, I'm not going to ask you guys for support if I'm not actually making the content you like. That would be unfair, right? So that's why I suspended it. Now we're back to business as usual, and the streak, is now in jeopardy again today. Hopefully it continues. I really wish it would, because we had such positivity. I mean, we're so close to 100. To have it fail now at 91, when we're that close to 100 streak, I hope we can continue it, but I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little nervous about today. We're only at $14 and the podcast is about to end. It's my first day of streaming and capturing at the better quality. I'm purposefully playing games that will test the quality, to see how it works. But I'm feeling a little nervous. I am. I don't know how it's going to go. We're about to find out, I guess, right? Okay. Would I ever play Final Fantasy 14? I don't know. A lot of people over the years have asked me to. My major hindrance at this point is that it's an MMO. And MMOs are usually games that take a giant amount of time investment. And I don't have a giant amount of time to invest. I'm always constantly pulled in a million directions. Phil, play this game. Phil, talk about this topic. Phil, do this kind of show. Phil, where's your long form react? Phil, what marathon are you doing? Phil, like, whoa. I like being in demand. Trust me. I'd much rather be busy than not. But it's hard for me to invest a significant amount of time in something, and I don't know if it would work. That's basically the thing. Like, I've heard that Final Fantasy 14 has stuff in place if you play the story that trolls can't mess with you online, which I appreciate. That's a good thing. But I'm just not sure it's going to work. Okay. What do you think about them saying, oh, I don't care what trolls say. They can go fuck themselves. Seriously, I don't give a shit. They could fucking say whatever they want. And, I don't listen to anything they say. It's white noise. I literally don't want to hear about it. Don't talk about it on my streams. I don't give two shits about what trolls say or do. You're 150 hours in, and you're in expansion 3. Cool. I've heard great things. I've heard literally amazing things about Final Fantasy 14. Like, it would be a super awesome experience. I believe you. I do. Let's see here. Iron Chip Sakai says, buy Buckshot Roulette. It's cheap and really cool. I actually know what that is. Yeah, and I was looking into it for a possible co-op or something, but again, if you haven't noticed, this last couple of months have been insane with everything going on. So I haven't really had an opportunity to really investigate it or play it or anything. I did, but I do know what it is. It's that game where it's like you either play liar's dice or poker, and you can like cheat. And as you cheat, there's like a Russian roulette going around, and you like shoot each other and stuff or something like that. It's something crazy like that, right? Okay. Someone took the $1.50, says, don't forget about Killer Frequency. It's a legit hidden treasure. It would be a shame if you missed out. I bought it. I bought Killer Frequency. I have it. So now I have Killer Frequency. I have Balatro, and I have that coin game that's basically like an arcade simulator. I have all those games that at one point we can play. I'd be down to play games like that during the Christmas Marathon. I think those would be great games for the Christmas Marathon, to check out. Right now, no immediate plans to collab with Kino Casino. They're not even back consistently yet. I think they come back tomorrow. Is that true? I think it's tomorrow that they're coming back more consistently, and they have an insane amount of stuff they need to get caught up with before I even consider, hey, let's come on the show or do this or that. So it's a maybe. Whenever they have an idea and they ask me, about it, I'm open to it. It's really the ball's always in their court. They're the guys with the big following, not me. So yeah, we'll see. When they're back consistently, I'll probably talk with them and we'll see. By the way, hold on one second. Okay, that's much better. Illit asked, do you think the Switch will end up outselling the PS2? No. Felt says it's natural to get haters to your success. The difference is you made it there and they didn't. There you go. No, now I feel like I'm good. Like, no lie, I'm confident in what I do. We have fun no matter what I do. I could play a game. I could do a podcast. I could just have a discussion. We could talk about anything we want. We could talk about movies, politics, anything. And it's all good. Everyone enjoys it. People support no matter what I do. I appreciate that. I've got to the point now where I've done good enough for myself that I've been able to do stuff for my house. I've been able to improve my work setup. Like, I'm good. And all I need to do now is just maintain. And that's what I want to do, is I want to have a nice year, 2025, where I can maintain and have good times with all of you and hang out and do different kinds of content. And, you know, I'm no longer in desperate need of new upgrades and things. I have everything now. So it's no longer, oh no, panic mode. You know what I mean? But now that's the thing. Now I need to maintain. Now I need to stay the course of what I'm doing and work hard and make good content for you guys and keep going with things like this, like the streak. That's important, because if we keep that going, like I said, now I'll be able to save up and do things in the future, and I'll have stuff to fall back on if I ever need it. You know, something I never had. Something that's always been like a tenuous up and down situation, and you're always worried about this or that. And I'm not gonna have to worry anymore, which is great. You know. Is there anything I dislike about the Switch in particular? Yeah, it doesn't run games at a high level like anything else. You cannot play high-end games on the Switch. It just underperforms, and that's sad. Nintendo doesn't care about that, but you can't play certain kinds of games on the Switch. It's not truly cross-platform, right? Stable says, I agree with that person. That Killer Frequency is a great game and you should play it, but you should do a full playthrough because it's so short. I've heard it's only 6, right? 6 hours. Tito says, I was 3 years old when PS1 came out. Now I'm 33. Time flies. There you go. Am I going to set up the Stream Deck? Yes, just not immediately. Okay? I want to do it, but I need time. Right now, I'm going to stream normally. I need to move the PC to where it belongs, get all the accessories, all the peripherals working properly. Once all that's settled in, then I can start messing with the Stream Deck. Do I think GTA 6 will release on Switch? Hell no. Was I going to play Cult of the Lamb at one point? I don't know. Was I? I don't know. I was never interested in it. When it was new and everyone was talking about it, I looked at it and I didn't get it. I was like, I don't even understand why people think this is like a big deal. It seems like one of these memeable games, but it didn't seem like anything too special. And then, you know, that's exactly how it kind of happened. Like, it was popular for a few months and then it kind of fell off. And I don't really hear anyone talking about it anymore. Suicide Squad Deluxe Edition is now $5. Yeah, because no one bought it. So they're just trying to make any money they can on it. Like, no lie. Obviously, it's not really profitable to sell it at $5, but $5 is more than $0. So they figure by lowering the price, they'll at least make some money on it. You know, which is sad, but what are you going to do? Yeah, I like the Knights of the Old Republic game. I thought it was good. It was a good game. A little outdated, but like I said, when I played it, it allowed me to see the roots on which other games were based, right? Like games like Mass Effect and stuff were based on the groundwork that a game like Knights of the Old Republic created, and it was really cool to see that. Double M says, I recommend just dropping Veilguard. Not a lot of people like it. You can use the time slot to try other games. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even playing Veilguard this week. That's the game that got the cut because I had to do the PC setup. Like, it just made sense that would be the game to get the cut, you know? I played Goat Simulator Spawn Killer. I played it before. What's up, King Michael? What's up, No Sleep Real Vibes? Yeah, Veilguard's on a small sale, right? I think it's like 50, 60 bucks instead of 70 now. It's on a small sale right now. No, I've never had a shrimp hamburger. But you mean like a burger patty made of shrimp? That sounds delicious. I would try it. I look wider now. Wider? The camera hasn't changed its field of vision. It's a different height. It used to be, the camera used to be right here. Okay. Now it's slightly higher, but it's dead center to me now. So the wall is actually flat behind me, which is why it looks symmetrical now, which is much better than crooked like it was. You know, it makes sense. If I'm talking to you, I should be looking straight at you, not crooked cockeye with the background messed up, right? All right. Well, folks, what I want to say is today, please bear with me. Today, there very well could be lots of technical difficulties or none. I don't know how today is going to go. All right. I hope it goes smoothly and everything is fine and we have no issue. But there definitely could be issues today. I just imported all of my scenes and all of my stuff. So we're going to see how it goes over the course of today with everything that I try to bring up. You know, we'll see. But I want to say thank you for a great return show here. Please stick around for Black Ops 6. Please support Black Ops 6. My first stream on the new PC. Let's keep the support alive. Let's keep it going. Please don't let the support end right now with the fact that we just did all these upgrades and everything. Let's get the streak going today. All right? Let's get to 92 and above. Let's get to Friday. Order some Popeyes food. Variety of foods from Popeyes will be really cool. That new ghost pepper sandwich sounds good. And go from there. All right? Excellent. Thank you all for watching the Level 1 podcast. I will see you tomorrow.